Hello there, everyone, and welcome to number 25 on my top 25 of 25. That is, if you're still not sure after all of these videos, my 25 favorite video games that I played in the year 2025. As I've mentioned before, and I kind of gave up on at some point, I think, there is a playlist link in the description below so you can check out all of them. But here, we're going to talk about the big ape on campus, and that is, of course, Donkey Kong Bonanza. While it was somewhat visible from the initial reveal trailer, I didn't really realize until I started playing the game that Donkey Kong Bonanza is effectively a spiritual sequel to Super Mario Odyssey. It's got the same look, similar gameplay, at least at a very high level, and a surprisingly similar feel, considering how different Mario and Donkey Kong actually play. But it is a very welcome surprise, and that's a huge part of the game's appeal, at least to me. Donkey Kong Bonanza opens with DK arriving at Ingot Isle, where a bunch of monkeys have started a large gold mining operation. Why DK is suddenly interested in gold is beyond me, but it might have something to do with the Banandium gems that are also being excavated. Before long, a huge ominous orb thing appears in the sky and sinks Ingot Isle into the earth, sucking DK down along with it. Deep in the newly formed crater, DK meets a small, purple rock creature whose singing seems like it'll come in handy for dispelling mysterious barriers that have been appearing all around. And so, the journey deep into the earth to find out what's going on and collect as many Banandium gems as possible begins. Though a lot of DK Bonanza is structured much like Super Mario Odyssey, the main gameplay is definitely more akin to the Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction, as DK's main method of doing just about anything is to punch. He can punch forwards, upwards, and downwards to destroy terrain, objects, and enemies, as well as perform his patented ground slap that collects any nearby items. DK can tear out chunks of the ground, or walls, or ceilings, which he can then either throw or simply use as a bat to destroy ever more effectively. As a gorilla, DK is also able to scale just about any surface, so if punching isn't getting you somewhere, you can just climb. Very early on in the game, the purple rock character that I mentioned before is revealed to actually be a cursed Pauline. You know, the woman who gets kidnapped in the original Donkey Kong arcade game? Except she's a teen girl here, and she tags along with DK throughout the journey, using her ability to sing to unlock the path forward and special bonus challenge rooms. Eventually, her singing also allows DK to mega evolve into multiple different animal forms, each with their own unique set of abilities. Having not paid any attention to basically any of the pre-release hype or marketing, I had no idea about these transformations, and they were a wonderful surprise. DK and Pauline will travel through plenty of different worlds throughout their journey, from a pleasant meadow to a scenic chain of islands to a fast food theme park, and along the way they'll meet plenty of other characters. Most of those characters will be Fractones, a race of gem people that can form into different colors and shapes, but you'll also meet a bunch of animal tribes who've adapted to life underground, as well as some new simian antagonists, and even a handful of familiar faces. Playing this game, I think, would be roughly comparable to injecting pure joy directly into your brainy parts. Running around and smashing everything in sight feels wonderful, and while not every stage is massive, they're all extremely fun to explore, with secrets and collectibles hidden literally everywhere. Exploring the worlds is generally pretty breezy, and bonus rooms that feel a lot like shrines from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild are where most of the game's challenge lives, though some of the bosses can also be surprisingly difficult. Possibly the most shocking thing of all is that collecting Banandium gems is not required at all. And rather than gating progression, they're actually just used to power up DK's abilities and grant him new ones. I've heard people online complain that the Switch 2's first big 3D platformer isn't a Mario game, but man, I could not care less. DK Bananza ended up being so much more fun than I ever expected, and thinking about it does nothing but bring me joy. The goofy, expressive characters, the colorful worlds, the god-tier soundtrack, and the focus on pure fun make this unquestionably my favorite video game of 2025. And that's not even mentioning the last 2 hours of the game, which are nothing but pure, amazing fan service. I felt it would be too hard to actually rate all of my top 25 against each other, which is why I didn't officially number any of the other entries, but I've known in my heart all along that Donkey Kong Bonanza was going to be the one that came out on top. So tell me, viewers, because I'm very interested in knowing, what is your favorite video game of 2025? Whether it's a game that released this year, or one that you just played for the first time, or replayed for the first time in a long time. Whatever game made you the happiest to play, just tell me down in the comments. And until next time, thank you very much for watching this video, hopefully the whole series. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye!